is a true story that makes a case why more brain research is needed. This is my mom in 2008, when she became one of 6 Americans who are affected by a brain or nervous system disease. And unfortunately, chances are someone you know or love will sustain a brain injury. The CDC and prevention reports at least 1.7 million children and adults sustain traumatic brain injuries in the U.S. each year, and more than 800,000 people suffer their first stroke. For many of these Americans, brain injury is the start of a chronic condition that can cause or accelerate diseases, lead to joblessness, and have a devastating impact on the individual and their families. Because of up-to-date research in cardiac and surgical medicine, my mom beat the odds and miraculously survived. But survival does not come without consequences. She was alive, but could not eat, walk, or speak. With intense rehab, she can now eat and walk, but her loss of speech is another story. Brain damage from her stroke resulted in an acquired brain disorder affecting the brain's language center. It is called aphasia, and it is a loss of language, but not intelligence. Because of the reliance in the medical and rehabilitation fields on outdated brain research, we were given little to no hope of the potential to rehabilitate the brain. Anyone, at any age, at any time, is susceptible to brain injury. Brain research is not keeping up with the medical research that is allowing doctors to prevent people from dying of stroke and traumatic brain injuries. Lives are being saved, but the quality of life after survival is contingent upon up-to-date post-stroke TBI vital brain injury research. Individuals with a brain injury may not have a family support system that can advocate for their rehab. They rely on the vital brain research. Discouraged by therapists insisting my mom had reached a level of functional communication because she could point to pictures in a book, we took matters into our own hands. We do speech therapy at home on our own, attend aphasia groups, and participate in speech therapy programs provided by graduate students. My mom's speech is improving, even 4 years post-stroke, and we have met many other aphasics who are improving still 10+ years post-brain injury. The words my mom used to point to, she now can speak, and the graduate students have her working on constructing and writing sentences, a task that we were led to believe was impossible. Without up-to-date research on the brain's plasticity, people affected by brain injury are still today encountering a situation where rehab is hindered by insurance limits and the outdated acceptance by most of the rehab community that there is a limit to the brain's capacity to rehabilitate. We live in the United States of America, and we do not pride ourselves in sitting back on issues of importance that affect the health of millions of Americans. We take charge and work on solutions that have a great impact on our quality of life. We take great pride in caring and helping our fellow Americans. 22 years ago, in July of 1990, the President of the United States of America made a proclamation that designated the years 1990 through 2000 the decade of the brain. This was part of a large interagency initiative to enhance public awareness of the benefits to be derived from brain research. Publications and programs aimed at educating all Americans on the ethical, philosophical, and humanistic importance of this emerging research. The proclamation stated, "Over the years, our understanding of the brain, how it works, what goes wrong when it is injured or diseased, has increased dramatically. However, we still have much more to learn. The need for continued study of the brain is compelling." And these words still ring true today. Well, that decade has come and gone, and amazing discoveries were made that helped a lot of people. But we need to remember that because the number of people surviving with brain diseases is increasing, so must our search for cures for brain disease. It is 13 years since the decade of the brain has ended, and today we only designate the month of March to educate people about the brain. We, as a country, have come so far in brain research, we need to allocate the proper time and funding to an incredible organ that continues to this day to intrigue scientists and laymen alike. Vital brain research is needed, and we hope it is on the horizon. Let's put our brains together to cure brain disease. Visit curebraindisease.org.